Good afternoon,
Okay.
ma'am.
Very, very good afternoon. How are you?
And how are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great.
I'm Helen.
Yes, of course, I'm
I'm
busy, but yes, great. Yes,
okay.
what about you?
I'm also Helen Hachi, and thanks for asking me.
Okay, so you messaged me today itself, and I think I gave you today itself the time.
Yes, glad to see these things.
Yes,
Okay,
actually,
so I
yes.
think I should introduce myself.
Please go ahead. Please.
Okay, thanks for giving me this opportunity. Well, my name is Mansi Bajpayee. I belong to Uttar Pradesh, Kanpur city, and last year I completed my Master of Arts, subject of English Literature. And if I talk about my hobbies, I am too much foodie. That's it.
You don't look that you are too much foodie. You have maintained quite a lot. The foodie people sometimes they gain weight. Okay, nice to know
Yeah.
about you. Yes, nice to know
Thank
about
you,
you.
ma'am.
Yes. And you must be knowing about me, I think so, or you need me also to introduce. What do you say?
Yeah, sure. I know very well to you because I watch lots of video, but I think it's you should introduce yourself. It's important for the viewers also.
Okay. Okay. In short, I'm Manju and I am a teacher. Okay. I completed my master's and bachelor of education. And after that, I have been teaching in this field, education field, nearly for past 32 years. And now I'm a retired person and I'm taking online, offline classes. I have my YouTube channel named Grammar with Manju Ma'am. So, yes, you can say that I'm a YouTuber too. I have a very small family of four, me, my husband, my two kids. If you talk about my hobbies, yes, I do like to listen to music and I want to spend my free time in my garden. So, gardening is my
That's a good.
passion.
You are fond of gardening.
Yes, of course. I'm a
That's a
great
good.
fan of gardening. I'm a great fond of gardening, you can say.
So I think you should
Yes,
have a lots of knowledge about the gardening also.
yes, I do have.
Wow, that's
I
a
do
good.
have. I do have because whenever I get time, I just explore certain things about different plants, their replantation. How can we do? What is the right time for changing the soil and giving fertilizer? Everything. Yes. So
Wow,
yes,
that's a
please
nice.
let me know what motivated you to learn this language and what influenced you to connect with me. Two
Actually,
questions I put up. Yes.
okay, of course, I would like to give the reply of your question. First of all, how do I connect to you? Yesterday, we can say that the next day of yesterday, see your video with the Gaurav sir. Then I found out, then I reach out, then I just thought like I have to send the email and then I will connect to you. And the second thing that who is motivated to just speak English. So of course, in this scenario, as we know that English is very important to everyone, we can connect to easily just because of the help of this language. So that's why I just thought I have to add on one more skill in my side, and then I just try and I'm learning this language.
Okay. So by profession, what are you doing these days? Are you engaged in
In
any
this,
other profession?
yes, in this time I'm preparing of the government exam and also I'm teaching also.
Okay. So you are a teacher. At
Of
present, you
course.
are a teacher and you are trying to become a
Yes,
government employee. Yes.
yes,
Wonderful.
yes, ma'am.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay. Do you have any special question for me?
Yeah, of
Otherwise,
course. As
please, please.
I see you, you have a lots of experience, teacher. Because have you mentioned me? You are retired. That's why you have a lots of knowledge about the English. So I would like to ask you one question. You taught our English literature, your language.
I taught both the things you can say English as literature and as language, both. And at
That's a
present,
good.
if you talk, so I'm basically taking online classes for spoken English and offline classes I do give for all the subjects. For all the subjects till class 7th, I teach everything, including physics, chemistry, maths, biology, everything. Yes.
That's a good. You have a lots of knowledge about lots of subject because there is a lot of people who has only taking only choose only one subject and they want to teach that subject. But as you mentioned me, you teach also physics, chemistry, whatever. So that how
Only
can
till
you
class,
manage?
only till class seventh. So it's restricted. I can't teach to higher classes. So yes, I
Okay,
taught in
okay.
my past. So I have certain confidence for teaching these subjects. Otherwise, of course, English is my core of interest. So as confident I am for English, may not be for the other subjects.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So one question I would like to ask. Yes.
Please, please.
I'm saying as I am in a learner age and I also teaching also. So what is the more important? Like that there is a lot of trainer suggest us grammar is important, but some of them said to us grammar is not important. So I want to know about what is your opinion about the grammar and the not.
That's a great question, actually. I too have come across this question many a times. Many people ask me, and many a places I saw the thumbnail comes with the beautiful font of writing and colorful thumbnails. बिना ग्रामर के इंग्लिश बोलोगे फटाफट बोलोगे फर्राटे से बोलोगे grammar is not
Yes, yes,
required at
yes.
all. This that I too have watched this, and I don't know, if I say that grammar is important, they might feel very bad. But yes, if you are asking my opinion, grammar is the backbone of any language. You can't go ahead without grammar. No matter you are learning Hindi, you are learning English. Of course, when we talk about our native language like Hindi, we think without learning grammar, we can speak it correctly. But we do make mistake while speaking Hindi. You must have heard somebody saying hara mirch, somebody saying hari mirch. You must have heard people saying chai ban gaya hai, chai ban gayi hai. Yes, dahi khatta hai, dahi khatti hai. You must have heard, but we do not acknowledge that time. We do not give importance to, because it's our own language. Like no, ghar ki murgi dal barabar. So it's
Yes,
our language. So we think we have proficiency in this language. So nobody can stop us speaking this language, and we are master of it. But we are not master of even our native language. If we want to speak, or if we want to have control, command over any language, may it be Hindi, may it be English, may it be Bengali, any regional language even, grammar has a great role, and grammar is important. No matter how many people say grammar is not needed. Of course, my channel's name is Grammar with Manju ma'am, so people might think that she's promoting grammar. No, grammar is honestly required.
yes, of course. I really agree with your point because I also totally, I cannot accept the thing. No, grammar is not important. But one of, I can say that before some days ago, I would like to connect one people, and they just give me an example. If grammar is important, then why children is learning this language without the grammar and they speak very well? How can it possible? So on the time, I had not any answer of that question. But if my opinion, I would like to
I'm going
share.
to give
Of
you,
course, grammar.
I'm going to give this question's answer. I'm going to, you
Of
could
course.
not give that person the answer. That person is certainly going to watch this conversation also, because you will certainly upload this video on that channel. So I want to clarify that question. Okay. Why a child speaks, why we speak Hindi? Do we have any answer for this question? Because we are surrounded by the people, those who speak Hindi all the time to us. So we are every time in touch with that language, and whatever uh, we get from others, we try to give
Connect.
the output in the same way. If somebody is speaking Hindi with Bengali accent, probably the child will learn Hindi with Bengali accent. All right, you understand my point?
Yes, yes,
If somebody is speaking Hindi with Bihari accent, maybe the Bihari accent will come in that Hindi too. And the same happens with other language also. So the person speaks because the person is all the time connected to that language. If a small child of convent school is speaking in English because he is surrounded by English speakers at least every day for 8 hours. Yes. So
yeah.
that is the thing. If you being Hindi, you or me, anybody being Hindi learner, or the medium was Hindi for them as their educational career, and then they want to improve this language. So if you are surrounded by native speakers, nobody can stop you to learn English fluently without knowing grammar. But you have to make sure that the speaker who is speaking to you is speaking correct English. If that person is speaking wrong English, it means you are going to learn wrong English. So we are at that
Yes,
position.
of course.
We are never sure that you Mansi is speaking correct or Manju is speaking correct. Yes. So for finding that whether Manju is correct or Mansi is correct, we need to know grammar.
Of course. Of
Yes.
course.
Yes or no?
They,
We know that
yeah, of course,
native
I agree
speakers
with your
can
point.
speak correct English, so they will have that influence, and people will not make mistake. But when we have to have just fluency, so maybe you start with broken English, you speak wrong English, you can make mistakes, and you can carry forward that. But yes, if you want to have command over that language, then you should have grammar.
Of course, with the help of grammar, we can realize our mistake because I used to mistake, and even right now I am also make a mistake a lots of in my sentence. But I really know that what is my mistake. In the next time, I will be improve that mistake.
Certainly, certainly, because people are human being, no? We are made to make mistake. So that's all right. But at least once we commit some mistake, we are aware of that I made this mistake. Probably I'll try to recover that, or I can say rectify that. Yes. So next time I'll certainly think, okay, in the previous video, I made this mistake. This time I should not do that.
Of course, I'm
Or
agree with your
even
point.
before uploading, we can just correct that. Then and there we can write some message for viewers that yes, here it should have been this, by mistake or just by slip of tongue, I spoke this particular word which went wrong. Nothing wrong in this.
Yes.
Yes.
So, ma'am,
Yes.
what do you want to ask with me? Do you have any other question?
Yes, I want to know about you, that you belong to which place? You said Kanpur. Kanpur is in
Yes.
Uttar Pradesh, and I am also from Uttar Pradesh, connecting to you from Lucknow. So I'm very
Okay.
happy that somebody is connecting to me from my own state. Yes, and
Yes,
Kanpur is not very
Lucknow is,
far from Lucknow. Yes.
yes, Lucknow is very near to Kanpur.
So
And
how
one
is
of
the weather
my
there? How is the weather there? Here
in
it's raining.
yeah, of course, here is also rainy days today, and this since morning we are suffering from the rain.
Ah, yes. So here also, I think from yesterday itself, it has started drizzling in the morning, and after that, it started pouring like anything. And today also, it's cloudy, and it's at times raining. Sometimes it stops. So the weather is cloudy, I can say. Yes. So I
Yeah,
wanted to know that. And what about your siblings? How many siblings you have?
including me, I have a three sibling.
Okay. Any of them is married?
No, no one is married.
Okay, all right, yes. And today it was a lovely conversation, otherwise, also because this is a very common question for anybody who is dealing with this conversation, whether grammar is important or not, and why grammar is important, how much grammar is important.
Of
So,
course.
yes.
You know what?
So,
Because I talk a lots of people. I all who are listener and they want to listen anything. They always just, said to us, no, grammar is not important. And if grammar is important, so we just required only a little bit grammar. There is no requirement to a deep grammar. We have to study on the spoken part. Then I just said, okay, this is okay with it. But if you are saying no, grammar is not important, then I cannot accept this thing. Because if I talk about myself, I didn't learn English without the help of grammar. If I want to make any conversation, then I know what is the rule of that sentence, what which rule I have to use is that. So that is the help of the grammar.
actually, if we are just learning this language for speaking, you can say that at times you can, maybe by speaking practically, you are connecting to so many people, and then slowly you will grab this language. But if you are wanting to have command over this language, or your aim is to teach somebody, your aim is to become a teacher, in that condition you can't avoid grammar. And even though maybe narration is not important, just if you are learning for a speaking point of view, active passive voice is not important, you can say synthesis is not important, but at least you should have vocabulary, you should have tenses knowledge. You can't say something is to be said in present tense, you can't frame a structure in past tense. So you should have certain knowledge that which form of the verb is to be used if I want to deliver something. So
Of
to
course.
some extent, grammar is very important, depending on to what level of skill you want to.
Of
Yes.
course. It's totally depend on person.
Yes, person to person and your need.
Of course.
Yes,
If I want to become a teacher, then we should need a grammar.
yes. Then we have to have command over each and every topic of grammar,
Yeah, of course.
starting starting from word to sentence to article and whatnot. Everything. Yes, yes,
Okay,
Mansi.
ma'am.
It was a wonderful conversation, short but very sweet. Okay.
Yeah.
so, so
Okay.
thank you so much for being on time. Okay.
Okay. Have a good day, ma'am.
You too. You too. Thanks a lot.